Now then, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft world. And today I'm joined by Electron B.
I just wanted to show off my banner.
You wanted to show off your banner? Okay, well I can camera pan round to show off the Electron B banner. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. And what?
Or my new logo.
What is that? Your logo now? What exactly is that?
Diamond.
It's a diamond.
Because my skin is black and blue, so my shield is black and blue.
Oh,
a bit yellow.
Yes. Okay, yeah. You're sitting really far forward on the saddle. I've never noticed anyone do that before. It's like, I guess they sit on the saddle. Just trot forward a little bit. Trot forward a little bit.
Oh yeah, I am.
Viewers, is that how people sit on saddles in Minecraft? Is that how it is these days? Is that how it's supposed to be? That just doesn't look right. Can I sit on it and see if it looks right on me? Where am I sat?
You're really far forward as well.
I'm really far forward as well. You can't tell when you're in F5 mode, but you can tell when you're sitting in front of somebody else doing it. Yeah. Okay, so we've established that sitting on horses is not a good thing in Minecraft. It looks a bit odd. And we've established your shield. So what are we going to do today, Electron B? What's that? What is it all about? We've got 2 waypoints here from the journey map mod.
Well, currently we are going to go to the mob spawner.
This indicates the skeleton spawner down there, and he also found a spider spawner down this way. It's only 18 meters away, the spider spawner. But both of them exist nicely in this kind of hill bit here, which is, well, as you can see, kind of square on with our harbour area, and looks quite like it could be its own little build site. So today we're going to do a little build on this hill next to Ranger B's base. And you have already been doing it as an XP farm down here somewhere. I shall make my way down the treacherous slope that is towards it. The spawner goes down that way, but this used to be an exit. I had to fill it in because I kept running down here and just going straight over the edge there into another open area, and then coming back to get down the spawner. It's all signposted very well, but unfortunately I didn't keep to that. I didn't stick to that idea. Keep going this way. That's right. There's another area up there that's available, and there was another area down there that's available. And there's more down here that's available, and this is where you've got your sugarcane automation farm, and even more stuff going down here. There's the caving system is quite large. We're going to have to rectify that to make sure that nothing comes in and disturbs us while we're AFK spawner farming. Right now, this is where the spawner is, yeah? The skeleton spawner right in there. There we go. And currently, skeletons are spawning. You've got no light source above, so we'll have to sort that out as well. There's no turning it off currently. But where do they go? They go down a water chute. They go down a water chute, they fall down here, and then you kind of push them into an area in here. There we go. They all fall down into this little chute here, and then we punch them to death. Or you had a setup that was toggle auto manual.
So basically what happens then is that the water pushes them across to the other bit, which is an automated suffocation trap. Let me just kill these.
Okay.
So all of them will now flow down here instead, but I don't think it's working for some reason. Oh, there we go. And then it should flow down to this bit, which I turn this on.
And then you just pull that. When it's filled up, you just pull that lever and it should squash their faces. It doesn't seem to be doing it. Does it do it automatically on a timer?
For a little bit.
Okay.
It's a hopper clock.
It's a hopper clock. Oh, I see. Okay. So every hopper clock, such and such, it goes in there. And then that yields goodies. Yeah? And I got some goodies in here. And we've been using this as the XP farm. Well, I haven't because, as you can see, I don't have any enchanted gear at all. Because I haven't been using it as an XP farm. It takes far too long. It's okay, because you and Starlight Bee and Ranger Bee have been using it a lot to enchant all your stuff. But I couldn't stand waiting that long. So I've come down today to try and get all the things connected up, make it look pretty, and do all of that with you today. Now, I figure that we're probably going to make a few episodes out of this because it's going to take a little while. So, episode 1, I want to build a structure up above that will look nice in our little town, a little castle-type jail area, and so on. Oh, I must explain that this one bit here, this is literally far enough away from the skeleton spawner there to spawn skeletons, and the spider spawner there to spawn spiders. So we've got the spider and the skeleton spawner within range of this spot. So this would be the AFK spot right where this is here. So we need to work around the fact that this is the AFK spot for both farms to function at the same time. And that is what we're going to kind of dig down to, I think. It's in the middle between the two. So between the two sections, is that that's a scary farm. The spiders are spawning into an unknown area at the minute, aren't they? We haven't lit it up properly, so the spider spawner is spawning spiders. That's what we just heard. So we've still got to sort that out as well. But for a start, the AFK point is probably going to be somewhere in the middle here, between the two. So we're going to figure out where that is, and then use a load of nice stone bricks and castle things to match in with the castle next door to build some kind of fortification kind of castle area over here. I've also depicted that this should be the entrance to it over here. So we've got a nice little entrance stairwell going up into it. And we can have a little room up here maybe to store all the mob drops and stuff and things, so that people can come here in the future to grab what mob drops they want. So it's kind of a work in progress. We're about to start working on it. We need to get some sleep before night time and start hacking away at all of this blocks and stuff to try and figure out where we're going to be with everything. And then we'll be back in a little bit with some progress. Now Ranger Bee has joined us, and he's just named his horse Tren. Tren the White Ranger's horse. I need horse I need horse armor. You need horse armor, yes. Well, we'll go adventuring for some horse armor a bit later. Okay, Ranger Bee, we'll do that later. He's not actually in chat. He's not on microphone today. But he is playing. And just let's not worry about that. Yeah, let's just head out. And the... Oh, no. I think I just lost it. Where's the...
Oh, it went to Ranger Bee. He tied up my horse.
He's got it, and he's tied up your horse. There he goes. It's over there. You got it. Right. Now he's free. Now he's free. Okay. Good. We need that each, but don't tie him up to this because it might go in the water. You need another place. He's got a place over here, right? He could tie to his own castle. You need to tie it to the animal first. And let's get Tren over there. Oh, Tren over here. There we go. And
I'm going to go back up to the top of the castle.
we can't. That's no good up there, then, is it? That's no good up there. That's a silly mechanic, isn't it? We've got to break that to get it down again. Like that.
That's a...
Put the fence down a little bit, maybe. Let's see if he's got another fence. If he's got another fence in his cave, man castle cave thing. Yeah, he has. There we go. We go okay. Right, and then we'll just put that outside so we can pin his horse to it. There we go. Right, so there and there. There you go. He's tried to go inside the house. He's decided to go inside the house. Get your horse out the house. Horses don't go in houses. Oh dear. Alright, so anyway, me and Electron B have finished building the main structure area of the mob farm. Now what we were looking at earlier was the two central locations where the beams were, we've centered two towers on there, right? They were where the waypoints were, exactly over the top of the spawners, right? And then we've kind of built a little castle around it. What I want to do in a bit, once I've got some more stone, is build this out to kind of give us a little cliff face. So you'd run around the side of the cliff face here, and it would be kind of on top of the cliff. A little bit more defensible looking. At the moment, it's very, very simple looking, but we're going to make it a little bit bigger than that. Inside of the aggressive mob police station, aka AMPS. Well done, Electron B. Clever.
Yeah.
There is the spider spawner maintenance room, which is the tower, and that leads down to the spawner. And we've put some redstone torches down there ready to do some redstone for lighting the spawner up. And the same over on this side, maintenance spawner room for the skeletons. Same difference. Thank you very much for experimenting by opening a door and showing me what's inside. We've got the classic frame with torch and half slab in to make it look like it's well lit in here with torches attached to walls. We've got a little bit of storage because we're going to have spiders. We've got the spider string, spider eye. We're going to have skelly bones, bone meal and arrows as the bulk supply for people to come and quickly get it. And then we've got a little area here for possibly making string into things and bone into things. There's a little crafting table underneath the little workbench area, just nice and simple. You might be wondering what this is. We'll show you that in just a second when we go down. On the rooftop, nothing really special up here. No reason to come up here apart from it's a nice view with a little bit of this and a little bit of that to show off and see around the place. But mostly, we're just down here. Let's go down to the AFK room. So there's going to be a couple of different rooms inside this structure. There's the upstairs structure area. There's going to be the AFK room, which we're about to enter into now, right? And everything leads off from the AFK room. So we're going to bring the AFK fishery over here. So that's what Electron B's plan on doing. That's why we needed the light source, the sky source above there. So we're going to have the AFK fishing. And so long as you're standing inside this room, activating the skeleton spawner and the spider spawner, you can AFK fish and be AFK fish farming, bone farming, arrow farming, string farming, spider eye farming, all at the same time, right? This way is going to be to the spider farm collection point, because the spider's just up there somewhere. And this way currently goes to the skeleton collection point, where we're going to have it so that the spawners automatically kill. Kind of like they're doing at the minute. This is the current area that we're working off. We can have it so it's toggled to automatic kills, and then this piston will just kill them automatically, and then we'll grab all the stuff from down here and take it upstairs, or auto-sorted or something, but we're going to work on the spawner itself a bit later on. We're just working on the layout of the building and how it all looks for now, right? So we'll have this ladder goes down to where all of the skeleton collection point will be, and this will lead to the spider collection point. This leads up and out, and this will be where the AFK fishing is. And there's also a bed down here in case you get stuck for making it day. And the rest of the people on the server want to make it day, and you're stuck down here on your own. We'll just do that. But that is pretty much internally this actual building sorted out. Apart from the spawners and their collection chambers and their auto-sorting and all that kind of stuff, auto-killing, auto-sorting, this up here is as much of a castle as we want to do. So now we're starting to think about how to make the outside look prettier and better and have a kind of a cliff face. One of the things that I want to bring over from this side is how I did my lighthouse back on the hypermine. And when I did my lighthouse, I had quite a lot of rock face, cliff face. It was supposed to be a rocky area, otherwise what's the point in having a lighthouse? If it's just running onto sandy ground, then you don't need a lighthouse. But when it's running on rocks and you could destroy your ship, that's when they needed lighthouses. So I want to make it a little bit more rocky around here. We've got kind of a rocky outcropping over that side. We can bring some more rock in around here and make a little bit more of a rocky edge around here. It's also a mountain, so you'd expect there to be a lot of rock. So that should be built on top of a little bit of rock. Also, I've got hidden lighting in there because of the little bit of greenery that's in there is hiding a few jack-o'-lanterns. So we've got a collection of the jack-o'-lanterns and vines, and we've got plenty of bones for bone meal, and we've got, what else we got? Some oak leaves. But I haven't got a lot of stone left, so I'm going to go back over to the mine and grab a load more stone. Down here in the mines, I've now hooked up the lighthouse mines to this mine shaft, because they're all on the same level, because I've always worked off Y12 for my branch mines. This goes branch mine all the way down to the lighthouse branch mine where we meet up. So this is the basement of the village spawn mine HQ, and all the way around there I've got the lighthouse HQ mining area as well. And what I've added in just recently was a little auto smelter, and you just put in whatever you want to smelt up the top there. It works its way through. Put your fuel in the chest up there. It works its way through until eventually everything's smelted up and comes out down the bottom here. So we've got some charcoal, which I smelted up, and we can just throw in loads and loads of wood after a day's farming in a tree farm, and it automatically will turn itself into the charcoal and then feed the system that way. Or we can throw normal coal in. Once we've been mining, we can come along and throw all the normal coal in there as well and fill up the fuel supply. Don't really want to use buckets of lava, but we can do that as well. When we encounter a lava area in the mining areas, we can bucket it up and bring the buckets over here. The buckets always get put into the output chest as well after they've been used up as fuel. So new buckets would arrive and all that kind of stuff would happen, so that's good. But I just basically just put a load of cobble in the big chest above. That's why we needed an auto smelter, because I didn't want to do it one stack at a time. I wanted a load to be doing while I was busy building some more of the section over there. So let's go to it. Okay, so building out this area as kind of a cliffy face, we want to have not too much space to get into it. We don't need a lot of space into it, but having a bit of grass for a few plants around this edge would look alright. And having some grass coming up the side here as you're going would be okay. So we could have it like this, which means, of course, we got to fill all this in with the stone as we go. As we bring it out steadily, we're going to bring it out like that. And then maybe bring it down like so a little bit. But then it's kind of a rocky cliff face. So we can bring those bits up like this. And we're trying to then make it so that this is going to be green. Make it green up here. So we do need a step to make that grass grow up into there. But we might change that off in a little bit. We might change it off again. But then we can have some greenery stuff going on around here. And we need then some kind of cliff face coming out here. A lot of this down here we don't really need as well. We can get rid of some of this. It used to be sandy beach actually, didn't it? We can get rid of a load of this and put the cliff face 1 or 2 blocks higher. So we go back a little bit and make it a couple of blocks higher. And then when we come up here, there's a grass growing on top like that as well. So we come up, and this is like the highest peak, and we can have green stuff growing on it and things like that falling down from it. Also, to get rid of all of these, we need the jack-o'-lanterns hidden in. So every now and again, we'd hide a jack-o'-lantern in there like that to do the lighting, and put a little bit of a greenery climbing up the sides a little bit here and there, just to hide it and make this look a little bit more intriguing as we go. So we're going to start with that then. Let's build up the area of the cliff face, leaving the odd area where we're going to put torchlight. So I need to make sure we get that layered out in the right way, so we get a good general supply of light in the area. Now we've got Sarah's pumpkin farm, Starlight Bee's pumpkin farm all working over at the tree. We've got a good supply of pumpkins to do this. And let's have that go up there, yeah. Can throw a few bits like this around, give us a bit of a cliff. And every now and again, we should probably want it at least 2 high for the majority of this. Let's get this down here and bring it around this. We can have a little bit of this. Yeah, like that. Can fill in there. Let's go over here. And then here. Can you replace those blocks down there with dirt?
Which ones?
The sandstone with dirt. And then we can backfill all that to make that work. But we also need to light the upper edge as well. We can't just leave it like that. We need to light all the way around it. So we need some areas up here which will also have non-torches. So we're going to need to plant some jack-o'-lanterns in the next level up as well. So there's a lot still to be done, and we've also, we're deleting all this green grass area. We're definitely going to need some more grass to grow over here. We need the grass to grow onto this upper area, so that then we can put this stuff around the edge here. That can go down one. Try and get the grass to grow up onto the cliff face around the place like that. And then again, backfill behind it all. Take a few bits and see if it'll grow up there. But then backfill the rest of it so that there ends up being a solid foundation looking place as you're going around here. I'm going to leave those 2 bits of grass there just to climb up that and start working on the next bit. And then we're going to have some dirt. Do you have any dirt at the minute? Do you have a big pile of dirt anywhere? No. Do you have a stack in your inventory? I'm chasing Ranger Bee looking for you. You're there. Hey.
I'm going to go check in the warehouse. I might have a bit in that.
Yeah, just
or
in
might.
case. We can do a little bit of this, a little bit of greenery growing around the place just to make it look more interesting.
I've got some.
And then I've also got a bit of bone meal to bone meal around this place as well, so we can have some bone mealing done around here, get some flowers growing and some tall grass growing, that kind of stuff as well. And hide the lighting in there as well, you see. And then we've got this nice little overgrown cliffy area which eventually will have grass growing on top of it up there, but for right now it hasn't, but never mind. We can also use a little bit of the jungle vines that you brought in from the jungle. I've got a few here. I'll leave some in the chest to cover those little bits that are a distraction every now and again, like those little bits around here. They'll grow down just enough and make it look a little bit cooler, more greenery around the place like that, which will also flow down here like that. There we go, just to give it a greener view as we're walking past it on this side. But we know it's well lit because we've hidden, very well hidden, all of those bits down there. Let's actually get this going a little bit higher like that. There we go. We can have that so it's a little jump up, like so. And then bring this out so it then becomes the top of a grassy hill, like the most of the terrain around us here, which will make it look good. But every now and again I will need to hide... Well, stop. I will need to hide a jack-o'-lantern inside of what could be a bush going up the side of the building, and maybe slightly wrapping around the building a bit here and there, like so, just to drape things around it a little bit. And stick another jack-o'-lantern there, yeah, and fill this in as a bit of a bush as well.
If only you could have bone meal dirt.
If only you could bone meal dirt or use a modded watering can. Watering cans used to do it as well. It was good. But there we go. There we have it. That is a fair amount. We just need to wait for the grass to grow up from... I guess it's going to have to grow up from this side now, as you filled in that area that I was leaving to grow a minute ago. And we may get a little bit growing from here. This might grow up onto this as well. So we've got a fair amount of waiting for the grass to grow. And then I'll do a little bit of bone mealing on the top there. But in general, that is looking okay. It's lit. It's looking okay. And from over here, which is the most likely place you're going to see it from, you can still see a few areas up above, and we've got that greenery blending in there. The unfortunate part is that there's so much dirt, but then we get used to that when we're looking at hillsides, so it looks a little bit hilly. We've got a little bit of green growing around it. I'll add some more around that side as well. We need to bulk out the outside edges now. We need to bulk out around here and bulk out around the back here and turn it into a hill. All in all, on one hill, all the way around to here, and let the grass grow up and over it, and see what that looks like in the morning. Okay, so let's come and have a look at it. Now we've finished all the greenery and stuff. Let's come and have a look at it from over up here, up on the hill, so we can look down on it a little bit more. It's not bad at all. And if Thomas's little mound of dirt gets turned into the same sort of greenery area, it'll all blend in around the coastline to the same thing. I think it'll be good. So long as we all use the same sort of building technique, we can generate a few structures around the coastal area that'll all blend in nicely together. The main part, though, was the impression you get as you're walking down this bridge towards it, towards Nemsun is my dad town. What did you call it earlier? Kids Town. Or
Kidsville.
Kidsville, that was it. There's Nitwittington, where all the Nitwit villages are, and then there's Kidsville over here. So this is in the entrance to Kidsville, and we've got a lot of greenery growing on now because all the grass has grown out. We've added some more bone meal to get some more grass going and some more leaves and stuff. I'm pretty sure my Patreon B-man will be very pleased with this building style because he loves throwing some greenery around everything. So the stark grey building has now been lovingly enhanced, and we've built around a little bit around here. I'm not so sure whether we need this side hilled off like this, but we've done it for now, so it blends in for now. When another structure gets built around here, then maybe something else will change to it. But for now, it's all blended in nicely. Finished off the one build. We've got a nice little area down this way. And when you get up on top of this, it kind of feels like you're coming down through the cliffs, which is good. Mini cliff face. And you had a little climb up to the castle. A little retreat with a good view of the water. Maybe a little bit too much grass just there. A little rose bush. And get rid of the rose bush, why don't you? Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Actually, the rose bush would probably look nice over on this side. Hiding behind a bit of a tree there. Okay. And then, of course, the inside is all sorted out the way we left it, which is awesome. So now, let's have a little stand over here and say thank you all for watching today's episode. I'm so happy that we have got this in place. Now we can start playing around with the mechanics of it all. The actual mob farms themselves can get organised and sorted. We've got 2 to play around with, and 2 very different ones. The spiders and the skeletons are very different, so we're going to have to use 2 different types of mob farm, which we will show you what we come up with in the next episode of My World. Until then, say thank you very much, Electron B.
Thank you very much for watching.
And we will see you in the next episode coming very soon. Goodbye.
Bye!